Hi everybody, hope you've been reading The Paper Bag Princess. It was the book that was delivered in your pack the first week that they were delivered to your house following the school closure. So hopefully you've been reading it, and you will need it for today's video because you'll need to find the answers within the book to some of the questions that I'm going to ask you. So if you haven't got it already, go and get it now. First of all, we're going to look at some vocabulary. So we've got magnificent, ashes, tangled, whispered, huge and dirty. What do those words mean? Some of them you might know already. Pause the video and have a little think, see if you can work it out. So magnificent. Magnificent is something that is stunning. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. Ashes is if something is burnt. So in our story of the Paper Bag Princess, we've got a dragon who breathes fire. So a lot of things he will burn and they turn to ashes. So it's like little black flakes. Something burns down, it turns to ashes. Tangle is if something is really knotted and it's all in a tangle. Whispered, I'm sure you knew what that one meant. So it's if you're whispering to somebody, isn't it? Okay, you're talking in a really, really quiet voice. Huge. Huge is where something is really big, it's massive, it's gigantic. And dirty is maybe if you've been playing in the mud or you've been out in the rain and you've get a bit wet and dirty. So you need to have a wash. Perhaps if you've got dirty clothes at the end of the day. So dirty is where something has got a bit of muck on it, or you might have as well. And that's why we have lots of showers and baths, isn't it? And we change our clothes because we don't want to be dirty. So let's have a look at our questions. So this is where you might need your book for some of the questions, but not for others. And remember, if you need to pause the video at any time because you need a little bit of thinking time, please do. What is another word for it looks stunning? Is it dreadful, magnificent, lovely, or awful? Have a little think, and I just want you to say the word. You don't need to write it down unless you want to. I just want you to say the word. Another word for it looks stunning is magnificent, isn't it? Well done if you got that one right. You might have said lovely as well. Lovely is another word for something that looks stunning. It is lovely, it's nice, but magnificent is an even better word, isn't it? How long did it take the dragon to fly around the world? And this is where you'll need your book, because I think you'll need to find the answer in your book. Now, if you've read it lots, you might actually know. But see if you can find the answer in the text, and this is where you might need to pause the video. How long did it take the dragon to fly around the world? And it was 10 seconds. So again, you can write these down if you want to, or you can just say them to me. I know I can't hear you, but your grown-up can, and your grown-up can tell me that you've done it. What did Prince Ronald say to Elizabeth when he saw her at the cave? Pop the answer on there, didn't I? Took it straight off, so hopefully you didn't see it. What did Prince Ronald say to Elizabeth when he saw her at the cave? So again, look in your book, see if you can find the answer. Pause the video. He said, Elizabeth, you are a mess. And he said a couple of things after that, and you might have said those as well, but they are in the next question that I'm going to ask you, so you might have already skipped ahead. So he told her that she was a big mess. Find and copy the word. That means her hair was all knotted. So if you've got a pen and paper, you can write it down. If not, just say it to your grown-up. What word means her hair was all knotted? It is tangled, because it was all tangled up, wasn't it? It was all knotted. So Ronald said, you are a mess, which is what we've just talked about, isn't it? And then what 3 things did he say afterwards? He said, Elizabeth, you are a mess. And then he said, I'll think, look in your book, pause the video if you need to. He said, you smell like ashes, your hair is all tangled, and you're wearing a dirty old paper bag. Yeah, it wasn't a very nice thing to say, was it, to her? But perhaps she did look a bit of a mess because of what had happened. Which word means the same as huge? Is it tiny, gigantic, small, or minute? Have a little think. What word is the same as huge? It is gigantic, isn't it? Okay, well done if you got all those right. Perhaps you could think of your own questions, or your grown-up could come up with some questions if you wanted to do a few more. Okay, and then there'll be another one next week. Well done, everybody. Take care.